All right, joining me now from Shoptalk 2023 is Foot Locker CEO Mary Dillon. Mary, good to see you in person for a change.
Thank you so much. It's great to be here.
I'm going to try my hardest not to point to your shoes because your shoes are absolutely amazing. I guess it comes with the brand now, right?
It comes with the brand now. I'm unlocking my own inner sneakerhead, which we'll talk about.
Yes, we will. So talk to us. You're in the business. You're now fully immersed as the new CEO of Foot Locker. What are some of your observations on the consumer at this point in the year?
Well, I've been in the role now almost 7 months. It's gone by so fast because I'm having the time of my life. And what I would say is that I had a lot of hypotheses about opportunities for the company, and they've been very much confirmed in the last several months. So we were talking about our lace-up plan, which is really pointing towards how we're going to drive long-term profitable growth for the company. And it's about simplifying, investing, and growing. And there's 4 different pillars. It's about expanding sneaker culture, which means more sneakers, more occasions, more people in the category. It's about powering up our portfolio. It's about getting closer to the customer through all things digital and becoming a best-in-class omnichannel retailer.
True story. I read every 129 pages in that investor presentation. I read every single one.
Thank you very much.
Of course. Well, I came away with the view that there's a rebranding of Foot Locker going on, better segmentation. Take us through it.
Yes, well listen, Foot Locker as a brand has over 50 years of authentic heritage in street basketball and youth culture. I mean, we are the OG in sneakers, and really refocusing on all things sneakers, relaunching the Foot Locker brand, the kids Foot Locker brand, to drive even more top-of-mind awareness, more inclusion for all members of the family, and I'm very excited about that. And a central part will be really highlighting and celebrating the role of our stripers. And those are the folks in our stores who bring the business to life every day, who have the customer connection, but the best thing is they are sneaker experts. So it's a very differentiating part of the Foot Locker brand.
So the Foot Locker brand, sneakerheads, what is the outlook for Champs Sports? How do you reinvigorate that? WSS? Yeah. How do you think about those brands?
Yeah, so I'm proud about the fact that we're just simplifying and focusing on the banners that we believe will drive that long-term growth, as well as differentiating them from each other. So you mentioned, I won't get into all this because I could do an hour on consumer segmentation.
It was 129 slides.
There was a lot,
yeah.
but we have a really great insights about motivations, different motivations that drive sneaker buying behavior, and we're really doing is positioning the banners to best serve those needs. So Foot Locker and Kids Foot Locker really focus on the sneaker maven and the fashion-forward expressionist and active athletes. Champs will be much more focused on the active athlete, and also WSS we talked about. That's a brand new business that was bought a year or so ago, focused on the Hispanic family. And there's so much tremendous opportunity given the demographic growth in the U.S. of Hispanic shoppers and their buying power. And that Atmos, which is our very special, based on all things Japanese culture and sneaker culture, headquartered in Tokyo with about 35 stores that we're going to really, that's the place that we are at the top of the pyramid as it relates to sneaker culture.
Why the 400 store closures?
Pardon me?
The 400 store closures.
We're optimizing that. Listen, we're going to be reducing number of stores, but increasing square footage. We're really stepping back and saying, what's the most powerful way for our portfolio to show up? And that's community stores, which do exceptionally well for us. Those are freestanding, full format stores that really connect into the local community through activation, even celebrating local artists. There's power stores, and what we're doing with those is moving more off mall. So we'll be closing some underperforming stores in some C&D malls and keeping the A and B stores that are doing great and shifting our portfolio over time to be even more off-mall.
Why off-mall? Why is that a focus?
Well, I think I saw that before. Just the trends in shopping. I think in general, shoppers are looking for more convenience. So we're used to being able to buy things online and in store. And sometimes the off-mall kind of shopping centers are just super convenient. But there's plenty of malls that are just incredibly strong as well. I just visited one here today in Las Vegas. And when you're in the right malls and you've got a lot of foot traffic, that's also a great place to be. So for us, it's a balance.
Talk to us about some of the relationships. Let me tick through them. Nike. Now there's this view, a lot of the analysts that cover Foot Locker, Nike wants to open up its own retail stores. What does that mean for Foot Locker?
Well, listen, our relationship with Nike is revitalized. We're really looking forward to growing in the future. By the end of this year, we'll be in a position where we're growing again with Nike. I've spent a ton of time with the team. I'm wearing Nike Air Max 97 today,
I'm
the Golden
jealous.
Bullet.
I used to have a pair of those.
And like every great brand and company, I think wanting a relationship direct with their customers is really, of course, important. But in addition, what Foot Locker brings to our brand partners is something that's really special and unique. Access to a young and diverse consumer, access to people who want to shop both online and in person. And in fact, what we see is a lot of people want to shop in a multi-brand environment. So there's a role for retail and there's a role for direct-to-consumer, and we just want to participate in both.
So you see there, it sounds like you're saying that there is a coexistence. Nike can open up their retail stores and you're still going to get their best product.
You know what, we're working with our partners at Nike every day to really build out our future plans. And in fact, we talked about we're going to be celebrating the 25th anniversary of the Air Max, the Tuned Air, I should say. We've got a lot of exciting things coming in basketball, running, so absolutely very excited about the future relationship.
What other brands are surging in your stores that investors may not know about?
Well, I'll tell you what's really hot right now is what we call vintage tech running. So it's a brand like New Balance, really reinventing and bringing back so much demand and heat around interest in wearing New Balance for just comfort and fashion as well as for running. I would say performance running is really on the move as well. Classic basketball, signature basketball. So again, at Foot Locker, I'm excited about, we did a LaMelo Ball tie-in with Puma that was specific, signature for us that did quite well. So all of those categories are really hot, and I would say for me it's about how do we unlock the inner sneakerhead in everybody, because there's various ways that you can build your sneaker wardrobe, which I hope you're starting to do. I used to be only in the active athlete category because I'm a runner, but now I also see that you can expand your entire sneaker wardrobe and find so many occasions to be more comfortable, frankly, and more fashionable.
The Foot Locker customers, they're economically sensitive. I go to my local Foot Locker and there's a lot of kids there. How are you seeing them shop right now? We're talking about a banking crisis. We're talking about inflation still high. Have you seen any pullback in consumers?
Yeah, I'd say it's a balance. I mean, the consumer has been under pressure for a while, since even last summer when inflation started to go up. And, there's additional current pressures around SNAP benefits being taken away, around, other aspects of what people are seeing in their lives. But on the other hand, sneakers are an affordable luxury and people make choices. So our customers are choosing this as a category that they want to participate in, but no doubt people are being more choiceful about how they spend their money.
Your stock price has gone through the roof since you joined, Mary, and I think about it as it's the Mary Dillon premium in Foot Locker. Based on the magic you worked at Ulta, does that put more pressure on you you have to deliver on these 2026 targets maybe earlier than 2026?
Well, listen, I'm really lucky. I've got a great team that has embraced me into the industry, into the business, and we're working together to deliver that kind of exciting algorithm as we go forward. And it won't be easy. Like 23 is a reset year. We've been very clear about that. But we're investing in the capabilities that we need to really build the next 50 years of Foot Locker fame, I'll call it. So I'm very excited about that.
What is the difference between what you did at Ulta, growing that over the course of 8 years, expanding the assortment, opening up a lot of stores, and what you're trying to do at Foot Locker?
Interestingly, in some ways there's similarities. I think beauty and sneakers have similar aspects in terms of engagement as categories. They're categories where you can express your individuality, where newness and innovation all really matter. So in many ways, it's not the exact playbook, but there's many of the similar opportunities to drive great brand partnerships, to really use our data to help drive our brands together with our brand partners, to have a loyalty program that we're going to relaunch, and I really believe will be a really key to unlock of some future growth, as well as to be an even stronger e-commerce marketer. So some of those are similar. I'd say we're just going to get it done faster.
I apologize. I left my sneakers in my hotel room, so I'm wearing dress
what
shoes.
is the problem? There are plenty of people with sneakers here, I've noticed. So
no, I had to tell you, I had to
more
disclose
opportunity.
That. All right. Foot Locker CEO Mary Dillon, I wish you much success in your new journey at the company. We'll talk to you soon.
Okay, thank you so much.